Maneva na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Atiefo ne ahwefo yema obi biara kwaba eba PENDREAM TV. Se na your first time oha and asa wonya subscribe to channel na subscribe to your channel na beka PENDREAM TV abusiakuo no ho. We are like dwumade na share ma afoforo so esa enkabi. NanaAddo dankwa Akufo-Addo asan akogu nanim asebiem ewo Qatar Economic Forum. Na yebisa ne se ekwan ben anase adenti na Ghana economy akolapse a mako IMF ekosere 3 billion se mo ba be support mo economy kame ho na yentie ensema NanaAddo dankwa Akufo-Addo ekae.
I think say enra na me share news na omampanyi Akufo-Addo or Qatar or economic policy bi na ye ni interview
Na interview no do kai what
ye be Saudi entia while running down your economy. Now I call IMF ubunko to kope emwa. Afen na ko ka say economy ajo mama dija na 3.6 na wo ba na be ye say wo economy no en ye bisa ho asem say aden wa running it down to the sense and the open IMF support. Na moga eya MPP for the bia do ma we grew the economy by 8.something% in 2017 nearly. Mugabe in 2016, na your economy grew by 3.6 under John Mahama.
Ansa na yebetwa yensem no so no yentie audio way. NanaAddo dankwa Akufo-Addo ekopie mu Qatar few days ago. Na ye granted an interview ewo Qatar Economic Forum na wade ensem bi tudwa efa the growth of the economy in the year back 2016 and I said 2017 na mesewomre no kame ho na yentie ensema NanaAddo dankwa Akufo-Addo ekae.
Thank you so much for your time and for joining us here at QEF. So,
thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, there's no shortage of topics to talk to you about, especially considering what Ghana's economy has gone through in the past few years. But I want to start with this because it's been a few days since Ghana secured that $3 billion bailout from the IMF. I was reading that the IMF called it an attempt to restore macroeconomic stability and debt sustainability while laying the foundation for inclusive recovery. How would you describe it in your own words?
Well, first of all, to the beginning, as I say, I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak about Ghana at this forum. Well, we came into office in 2017. The Ghanaian economy at the time was growing at about 3.4% GDP, which in fact was one of the slowest rates of growth for the last 20 years. Inflation was extremely high, interest rates were high. All the macro indices at the time were pointing in the wrong direction. So, and we were under an IMF program at the beginning. We took a lot of time and pains to correct the trajectory of the Ghanaian economy. And so that by the end of my first term, the annual rates of growth had gone up to 7% a year. We had now stabilized our currency. Interest rates were in a steep decline. Inflation also. So that you would say that before the COVID pandemic, the Ghanaian economy had achieved macroeconomic stability and was in the process of rapid growth. Come the COVID-19 pandemic, followed, of course, by the Russia-Ukraine disaster. I don't think we could call it any other way. It had tremendous impact on our economy.
Right.
Suddenly, we were facing major challenges on our balance of payments. Our currency went into a steep decline. Interest rates went out of the window, inflation, all the indices that had been worked on. And that is what basically forced us to go to seek the assistance of the fund.
Right.
We went in July last year,
Right.
and it has taken us July to May to secure a program. We had a staff level agreement with the fund in December.
Right.
It's a relatively quick period. And finally in May, we've secured the fund.
What do you attribute the delays to?
I think it's the usual negotiations with the IMF. They take time. And in fact, the 10 months which has been involved in the Ghanaian program is one of the fastest on record. there's a whole lot of stuff that you have to go through in terms of exchange of data, the negotiations, making sure that the macro indices that you are looking for are in the right direction. All of these are the ones that consume the time. But nevertheless, it's over. And now we believe that it is going to provide us with a foundation for redirecting the economy, for repositioning the Ghanaian economy, firstly, to regain the macro stability that had been lost. Secondly, to be able to have a better control over important data like interest rates, inflation. And then finally also to position us to be able to go back into the international capital market, which had been a source of funding for us for the first 3 or 4 years of our government.
The first gentleman of the land has spoken. Now, you're granting an interview. No, or just a COVID-19 and any Russia-Ukraine war and ama Ghana economy into Minjina the nice one. He didn't talk about private jets and or rent and other scandals are echo so Ghana ne afin so other mismanagement. If we are to yen
na ye export commodities nyina eye gold, cocoa, and bauxite ni ade nyina ni even oil prices came down. But you know what? John Mahama anko Central Bank of Ghana. Anko J sikasi what the baba support ni activities. It's ye zero financing from the central bank. And a juma in the oil and gas sector near Bloomberg and even statistical service predicted say our economy was going to grow by 8.5% in 2017. And indeed, by the third quarter of 2017, we grew by 8.5%. Satem krana akufuado na onyini cabinet ayi enye day enwie and wakasi ya juma and ya grow that economy. Eti Ghana for who said that economy grow in 2017 was as a result of John Mahama's prudent management and investment in 2016. And only a year growth in 2017. Is a kufuado or can as a started from 2018. Then they and all the economy na above for me. Over far debt to GDP from 56% and now they do 104%. So that IMF says sign Fabra 56% now. John Mahama Jamal Utiminyewe now call a year now as a day. A job when Mizamina be grow economy there. Udiana Wunya and it was from 2018, ABC 2023. And it's a good for me. Negative. Moga, we will review all flagship programs including free SHS. Government tells IMF. I was a Ghana for your Bobia, any day, young farmer John Mahama say, Omaginable. Say Obama or vision. Now Kasem say programming yan kasen you, but implementation no enye. It is a Ghana for Mammy Akwanya Biona me ba. I'll review it. Akufuado. Hey, review means cancellation. Baumia also about the 12 years only by year with their media collaborators in this country. Media was John Mahama saw about obegu free SHS. Namoga in public policy. Your top-down approach and a bottom-up approach. Say over from now with these stakeholders, parents, teachers, students, opinion leaders, political actors near at the base. Now move to again. Now more implementing program na are successful. And can they see a can review once a week. But government by on use the top-down approach, using coercive power of the state minister. Opoku prempe. So we headmaster now go kasen kwara nyankonyan transfer. Wa anye transfer. Ye be nwa ko chira de classroom. So we ketra na go kasi enya duane en man kwara ni ade a ye be yiwa di anaye do be ko ba bi fufro ni ade. Ahunahuna ene de ye free SHS to the sense enei. Free SHS agu kura aduane ye nya bi ne ye den ye de feeding kwara yi. Enei na mo kan review one sabi. Ti John Mahama ka say review obe fast stakeholder consultation nya ye review nya hwe ne pepper senya ye den ye a ni nyina be boa oman no ene ne IMF ye den e ka kire in public policy no omo free bi incrementalism say John Mahama started progressively free education etina wo ye ne kakra na wo dey akọ boarding wo started day na wo dey akọ boarding eno kura wo nye ne school ni nyina wholesale wo be started ba bi kakra bia sports fee na wafa entertainment fee books money na wo ye ne kakra incrementalism no ko si se ni nyina be den ye ho be so ye ho so ne be den ni nyina be bo ano ne se ni nyina ye wholesale free SHS we ne eyede because of politics ya Akufo-Addo de oman esi kasam be ye ne ade and the free SHS they can't even pay aduane omo supply bafa food for and they omo kwa that office go esan say omo to aduane enti omo ka they say bafa stocks so all ayi wa mbetu omo ka omo kofa new contractors ena ye di supply ne ye dey mom no omo supply no so na omo san dey abre old for so omo nkoye dey enkoye mom because enye omo na yes salary they don't even have the money to supply the food. Free SHS, my daughter of school last month, Muga of Ramen, I was saying next week Friday they are coming home. 1 month. Sanya yeno. I vai you go school 3 months now be do school and san why there 1 month. And they over on exams so. Over better fear 2 months 3 months and san omo kwa omo ko exams. Okoye no SS2 minya the results back okra. So bon modin send the papa monitor say you don't know. Unim near course and one afre geography yes and taught 3 books. Accounts yes and taught books nan kasa kra school ni bi. So that way ya dia a year policy I would ya ba when ya gia da bi da wano me the free SHS yaba. Muga and they say ubanya admission was secondary school no kwa. You spend more money than say oko university. Now admission say un class 7,000 go in near dia. You can any about to talk about any grow. At the free no year can when first year near to your school fees. It wasn't that expensive. Sunday. So just say, "Eti your mama say, oba me yes sir, I do way review near the na media for a political was hey oba betwam." And then I am for candy. Muslim be yes review and the review no and just a cancellation be. We any visionary leadership wa ye wo your mama mu say. Yes, I your opportunities of somebody your mampany biam. And near ma enko ye no. So be day obasan be ye. Muga enra ya IMF sika baya Akufo-Addo wasan bie na no a wose wasan kɔ capital market asa kɔ bobisia biem na no bobisia on de bosia bɔ no se o te ye se ye bobisia no de da bia because obo a one na busua omunya ho faso eti da bia ne kokobo ehhehye ne se wo so onko bobisia na omunya faso ne kenoforiata so just say but IMF so catch them say no. You can't borrow until 2027. What you mean called capital market until 2027? It's every Friday. Treasury bill. This Friday, you also raise 3.5 billion Ghana cedis. Every Friday, they say treasury bill na buy and or they develop ne ho ne ade. Once says sika, I am of sika iba kakra ya. Only chief of staff no man segu ka mu dia duru kumawu and ye chairman nipa. Ye check G50 200 na koto abane ade oman sika de ade ye nie enne ma mpuntu dwuma ne ade ayeye enne bond holders pensioners kwa musika omde akoto bond aban se onisika betua but when your sika de akokumawu chechew for the first time hu bi democracy ye election na ye che sika openly enka we kra de nke ye okokom no abagina de ko we de enipa yi nanim ti akonyom si wona bad ese ne kon si nanim to ba no de sa wuram ohun ye we de ohun obede no ohun say yo munipa no senchefo no so senchefo kra no mo katasu bi se obi oso me de beti ye be ma hunu but videos nyina ba bontin a ye che sika man crofo so omnye den omonkoto aba mo ga sika no munya wan ene ya ban se oni sika to the sense that district assembly common fund kra enko they say policy ba ko aban de ba se wo obeja wa ponche o na ma bontin no district assembly for nchire no no monkoton no monfanye o development aban ye o. They say policy are buying the abano, sanitation minister. I am Papua buying. So be nantwete, Ubi upon Chetin on Amwa. Assembly born in Quachen town and normal far and yet development. Now when you see car, now the Quache and me to Abama. For what? Akufo-Addo are buying any MP. One so say and 2 more on my sick assembly. Moga, Akufo-Addo are carrying 9. Oh, Nanchiri manu eban eka omo brugu ho maye no enye ade chese ye bedroom me bi no we can't get fiscal space we benya scan e de ayempuntu yuma de obenya bi ade kotuaka enti we ya aban tru kan sei aban fun sei na ye so mo so enti ye ko asen no fa na meboa omo nko ye de omo ye okuma se wo ayikuma wu ho no omo nko ye ho me ehwe be de ye kan se Ghana for your opportunities e jon mama e san ba biem na de ase nyina no oba be ye ni
Meda FM. Banana, over to you.
Muga and Rana Facebook send me document be a wow of us a joint when you're never because. na Ivan ka nipa bi omunya adwuma wo kromo ani ajapade o ma acquire over the last few years. Now if you say John a real no ojaye and near man e wo mu ni ade Facebook yi ba na je ese wani muga kenofuriata akọ IMF na wakoma Ghana raw deal esan say wa include nkrofo a omo nimdie e economic ho ti se ne ye call senchi in 2015 ye kwaji omanfo adwen ye de gu krata so de koto IMF anim no kenofuriata anya bi oso no man ne bag so a na one na busuafo madru US no akoye negotiation muga negotiations ni kwa kire nyina enei ye say China e ka ye de omo no ye say omo the police ba betena kromu a eti mene electricity bill a ye betua no China na beje ye oil crude oil na ye tu no say ye tu a Ghana chefa na ewo mu no China na beje ye mineral no gold no ankom de koye e Japan no ene bauxite no ye tu a China na yeden ebeje muga eti IMF de no ahokyira empanyifo bi enim de akase ede be bre Ghana no enya ahokyira ketwa fair jun ya ye besi mu ya electricity ya tum ahen 18 point ahen ha ye ba betum enso ebe kosoro chese this year de ya tum no ye san yeden atum bi ma kwakodu 70% every 3 months be a review where your deal a okofa ma omanfo a moni age se monyan in record time which was here den ye bom abaso say wo ko bob sia with pride and also e was ye bom abaso ahokyire a eba ayi oman mu muga madam bi oton cars and there was wakoyi ayi Honda CR-V e wo habo 122,000 Ghana cedi duty 2022 Honda o Savage ka nya say brand new duty nkwa wo kotu 122,000 first no mu yina 45,000 ene de aduru no muga eti ahokyere no ebeba ma beduru mi bi no anya nipa ntimi mpie abontin biom first traffic ya ukọ tema habo ana wo ho a ye yi niema everyday ye bie containers so ne ade ene obekọ hoda ho we Jubilee terminal da hodi because of taxes amanfo ntimi ntua na se taxes no ye timi yi eniema ne dia na emo bag muga ene obeto 1,000 Ghana cedis because nipa kakra bi na ebetimi dia ba no ebo ne be den ebe kosoro ene be ye inflation food inflation kosoro na so inflation yi so ye say ye den eba from na wo hwa correlation na ne dia be Central Bank MPC Asia this week almost monetary policy rate 29.5 ye nya wo hwe ye gusu wo etene ko bob sia sa interest rate ye demand over 40%. Na moga sikani 1,000 Ghana na ye timu 40% for 1 year we interest awakwaje o ayibusia wo we workers have to MI operational cost ni ade nyina enye the MI how do you even break even it's a enkrofo bebre omadwom ye the paper bra say sign this ye ti wakatua so anase ye yiwadi emu de we na ope sisi ebe yiwadi ba kwatena fie de akatua na echemu miro anche se waye dey wagire sa ahokyira na akufuado ne baumi aban e de abre ni baumi akogya kumawu a ise se obeka nkranhya sama kire no na o se na joma ama ye confirm economy dum so economy wa bra wankasa wunim se wo ba na dum so ya solve car power ni America power na ye de ba na hemwa na de ba LPP ba on betu dum so wa so just say we see why ye nka ayi policy ba ko e de aba aye de ende ba umia o policy ya wo de ba ya to chiri for economy ni nyina ena de abeduru hayi
Atifo ye de yensem no beso ha che wadwen e wo comment section ho ana say send the voice note efa number ya eda screen so no afen so we ana wa like jumade no share ma afofron so ensa enkabi ye be share in the next video macra